Hi. So this is Osama. Osama is a mechanical engineer in Idlib in northern Syria. One of the few areas remaining under moderate opposition control, and I'm sure you may be aware, has been under very heavy bombardment over the last year, really. When we started working there around a year ago, we found the search and rescue teams were struggling to get people out from tons of collapsed debris. They had some airbags, which were useful, but they didn't have enough. They had none in besieged areas, and at $5,000 a go, they were very expensive for them to replace. So Osama worked with our global team of engineers to come up with this kit, which uses heat welding of polyester, a material and a skill which is used to fix the sides of trucks throughout Syria. And he was able to develop this airbag kit, which costs 1/10 of the $5,000 imported version, can lift 5 tons of rubble, meets British safety standards, and I think most importantly is entirely made in country using local skills. This is Ram. Field Ready first met Ram in 2005 when we went to Nepal. We looked on this website called 3D Hubs to see if we could find someone where people list themselves if they have 3D printers. They called Ram. He said, "Oh, I don't actually have a 3D printer, but I'm very interested in them." And so we began working with him. He is now well known through rural medical clinics in Nepal, where him and his printer are making equipment like otoscopes, umbilical cord clips, and many other items. He also is now a partner in a business which is the only company in Nepal with an official license to import 3D printers, where he also trains, as well as selling 3D printers, he also runs 3D design and printing workshops for the community. He has been a key person in developing MakerNet. Now, this is an approach where Field Ready takes an order for humanitarian supplies and is able to distribute it to a network of local makers who have been trained and equipped by Field Ready. So recent orders have included this model house, which was developed to train builders in earthquake-resistant building techniques, and wrist braces like these. So Field Ready was really born out of a frustration with the exponential time and financial waste that could be involved in getting very simple parts to where they're needed post-crisis. I would say it has evolved into a way of working which is really about seeing human beings living in complex environments for what they can do, not just for what they can lack, or what they lack. And we are aided in doing this by leveraging digital manufacturing technologies like laser cutting, CNC machines, 3D printing, that are changing the way things are produced globally anyway. And these digital designs allow us to have ideas rather than physical items sent around the world, and to let our networks of people give people on the ground access to local and to global design networks. So we have Syrians in northern Syria working with Syrians in southern Turkey, working with Turks in Istanbul and beyond to solve problems, whether that be growing food with little water, fixing broken medical equipment, or dealing with inefficient stoves. Digital design also allows us to distribute for production. So where medium-scale runs of items which are developed for a local context can be distributed across smaller production units. And so we have one output of this has been the output of MakerNet, which is a platform which allows NGO procurement to make an order which will use multiple local production facilities, but for them it'll be the same convenience and cost of making one large order. And so our ambition is to see this become the norm throughout the development sector, that goods will no longer be shipped around the world, but there's a system in place to localize production even in the immediate aftermath of disaster. And so people affected by disaster and conflict are able to participate in today's global digitalized economy, and in doing so, take control of their own reconstruction.